Hello guys, welcome to Tech Design. Hope everyone is doing great. In this tutorial I'm going to make this sheet metal practice example. So in order to do this practice example, I will just go to new file. So I'll just create a sheet metal workbench file. So as you can see, we can select a sheet metal here and we can just click OK. So here I'm going to get into a Sketcher environment. So this is my Sketchup plane and I'll click OK. So I'm going to draw a simple arc here. So I'm going to have a center point arc. So this is my center point arc, and the dimension for this will be I'll just provide a radial dimension for this, which is of 60 mm. Okay, so now let me fit this. Now what we have here is I'm just going to have one more line here which is tangent to this. So I'm going to go to geometrical constraint, and here is a tangency. So this line and this line should be tangent, and also these two should be coincidence. So these two should coincide. Okay, and then also there is a constraint I'm just going to give. This is a horizontal alignment. So for this point and this point, so these two should be horizontally aligned. And now we have one more arc here. So I'll just select a 3-point arc, and this point of 3-point arc will be like this, and then I'm going to draw a single line here which is a vertical line. Okay, so now I want to make these two tangents, so press C and let me give a tangency here. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to mirror these three curves on the other side as well. So let me go into mirror curve and I will keep it as a single line. So these three lines I'm going to select, and the center point will be this. Click OK. So now as you can see here, between these two, there is no tangency. So I'll just provide a tangency here. So these two should be tangent to each other, and as well as these two and these two. Okay. Now let me draw a dimension here. So let me go to rapid dimension. So dimension between this point to this point, it is 40 mm. Okay, so now okay, so now okay, sorry guys, not this dimension. So we need to provide a dimension for this to this. So it should be 40. Okay, and then there is an radial dimension. So this should be 30. So once you give 30, this will become a 30 as well. And now we have the radial dimension, rapid dimension from this to this center, it is 70. Okay, so now what else is left is so the difference between these two. So let me give this difference. So this difference will be 35. Okay, so now as you can see here, our sketch is fully constrained. So now we can finish the sketch. So I'm just going to finish the sketch, and here with a curve, what you can do is we can just go to counter flange. So I'm just going to counter flange and I'm going to select this line. So once you select that line, as you can see here, we can see the sheet metal body is created. And let me keep this as 2 mm of thickness. So I'm going to use local, and let me keep it as 2 mm, and bend radius should be 2 mm, and other things, everything should be kept as it is, and you can just click OK. So now as you can see here, we have got this simple model. So now what I will do is I will just make an unbend of this one. So I wanted to create some cutout section on this whatever the curved feature we have here. So let me go into unbend, and now we have to unbend a section here. Sorry, it's a rebend. So let me go to unbend, and this is my stationary face. So now I have to provide the bend. So now I'm going to select this bend, and now I'm going to select this bend. So these three bends should be unbent, and this is my stationary face. So let's click OK. So as soon as you click OK, as you can see here, we have got a simple rectangle kind of sheet metal. So now what we can do is I'll just go to sheet metal workbench in Sketcher workbench. So now let me hide this sketch which is not required for us anymore. So I'm just going to hide it. Now I'm going to draw two rectangles. So this is one rectangle and this is second rectangle. So I'm going to constrain these things. So in order to have, if you constrain everything properly, the dimensions can be given very less. So what I'll do is I'll just make an horizontal vertical alignment. So this center point should be aligned with this center point, and vertical alignment, so this should be centered with this, and then we also have this center point should be at this, and then a vertical alignment from this to this. Okay, now it is exactly at the center. So now what we can do is we'll just provide a dimensions. So the length of this will be 60 mm. So this is 60. Okay, and this is 30. Okay, and then I'm going to, okay, this dimension will be 12 mm and this dimension will be 7 mm. Okay, I'll just close this, and I'm going to create a circle at the ends. So the circle from center will be the center point of these lines, and one edge should be coming here. In the same way I'm going to do it on the other three sides as well. This is the easiest way we can create slot in NX. First create a rectangle and then we can provide a circle at the end. Okay, so now we have got this sketch, and sketch is fully constrained. So let me finish the sketch. So as soon as we finish the sketch, we have to remove the material. So in order to remove the material, we can use normal cutout. So let's go into normal cutout, and you can see here single curve is selected and stop at intersection is selected. So now try to provide the curves. So let me finish this. Okay, so I'm going to select a curves. Do not worry about this, whatever the the preview that is coming. So you can just switch it off over here if you don't want it. So start selecting the curves. Okay, now it is completely selected. Now you can switch on the preview. So now as you can see, once you switch on the preview, you can see the normal cutout, and you can just click OK. Okay, so then we can just rebend this. So in order to rebend, just go to rebend here and start selecting these curves, bends. So once you select all the bends, so you can see again it has gone to original shape. So let me hide this. This is not required for me now. Okay, now what we can do is we'll just make a normal flange here. So I'm going to go into normal flange here, and I'm going to select all the four edges. So this is one edge, and this is the second edge, and this is the third edge, and this is the fourth edge. So we'll keep it as a bend outside. So if you give bend inside, so as you can see there will be corner relief that is created. So we don't want that corner relief, we need to avoid that. So I'll just provide a bend outside for that, and the length will be 18 mm as it is. You can just keep it as 18 mm, and the angle of the flange will be 90 degree. So we can keep everything as it is. So bend parameters, let's keep this as 2 mm because we have given a thickness of 2 mm, and we can just click OK. So now as you can see our flange is created. So now let me give corners for these flanges. So we can just go to break corner here, and we can just select a chamfer with a 5 mm, and let's start selecting these faces. So once you select a face, so whatever the edges according to that face we have here, those edges will come up with a chamfer. So I'm going to select this and this, and also this side. So I'll just apply. So now let me create some hole here. So in order to create a hole, I will just go to Sketcher environment on this face. So let me create a circle. So I'm going to select a circle here which is of 7 mm diameter, and then I'm just going to hit C for a geometrical constraint. So horizontal alignment. So this center point and this center line should be aligned, and let me go to dimension, rapid dimensions, and here is 7 mm distance. So now it is fully constrained. So in the same way, we need the circle on this side as well. So we can just go to mirror curve, and then let me select this curve, and my center line will be this. So we have got this. Let me click OK. So now what I will do is I'll just finish the sketch. So I'll just finish the sketch, and now we need to do normal cutout. So we can just select curves here, or else we can just select a sketch over here. So now we have multiple options. So if this is in a value, so we need to provide a value in order to cut this flange as well. So if it is kept as a through all, so it means that whatever the sheet metal components that comes along this direction, all the sheet metal flanges will be having this cut. So these things are already discussed in my tutorial. So if you have not checked that tutorials, please check it. So it will be very helpful. I'll just click OK now. So now we are left with one more cutout. So let us go into sketch element again, and I'm going to select this face, click OK, and let me create a rectangle. So here as well we need to create one slot. So I'm going to create a rectangle, and here the dimension will be 22 mm, and it should be vertical alignment with this center point to this center point. Okay, and also this center point should be aligned with this. Okay, sorry guys. So let me delete this. Okay, so now geometry constraints, so it should be horizontal alignment. So this should be given now. Okay, so now let me create a circle here. So from here to this, and as well as here to here. So now let me give this dimension as well. So this is 10 mm. So go to rapid dimension, and it should be 10 mm. So now we can see that our sketch is fully constrained, and we can just finish it. So let's go to normal cutout, and we can select a single curve, switch off the preview, and select this slot. Okay, it should be through all, and now we can see the pre-review, and you can see both the side it is trimmed. So you can just click OK, and now what we can do is we can just hit Ctrl W and hide everything and show only solids. Okay, click close. So now as you can see here, our model is ready, guys. So this is how we can just practice the sheet metal components, guys. Please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, hit the like button as well as share my videos. Thank you.